The journey to Loreto felt like a secret being shared just with me. I stepped off the plane, welcomed by warm Mexican air and the scent of salt and flowers. The town's colorful buildings and quiet streets radiated peace, inviting me to slow down and breathe. In the heart of Loreto, the old mission church stood tall, surrounded by friendly locals whose smiles made me feel instantly at home. The distant mountains framed the town, promising adventure. I was here for the Sea of Cortez, the world's aquarium, ready to kayak its legendary waters. Even before seeing the sea, I felt its presence in the air and the relaxed pace of life. Loreto was the perfect gateway, respectful of its surroundings, living in harmony with land and water. I found a small cafe, sipped a cool drink, and watched the world go by, grateful for this unspoiled corner of the planet. The adventure had already begun, right in the heart of this peaceful town. The sun melted away my worries, and excitement quietly hummed inside me. I knew this was more than a holiday. It was a sanctuary for the soul. The promise of the sea was everywhere, and I was ready to discover it. My story in Loreto was just beginning. The next morning I finally saw the Sea of Cortez. Its water shimmered in endless shades of blue, from turquoise to deep sapphire. The sun danced on the surface, turning the sea into a field of sparkling diamonds. Calm and inviting, the sea stretched out like a peaceful lake to the horizon. I stood on the shore, awed by the clarity of the water and the sight of little fish darting near my feet. Islands rose in the distance, their outlines soft against the morning sky, each holding secrets I longed to explore. This was more than a beautiful view. It was a living, protected ecosystem, full of life and wonder. I felt a responsibility to be a respectful visitor, to leave no trace, and simply appreciate the gift of being here. The peace was overwhelming. All the noise of modern life faded away. Here, there was only sun, sea, and sky. A perfect moment of connection with nature. The Sea of Cortez was not just a place, but a feeling of wonder and gratitude. My kayaking adventure was about to begin, and I couldn't imagine a more perfect setting. The beauty here was both on the surface and deep within the soul of the place. I was ready to answer the sea's invitation. My bright yellow kayak waited on the sand, ready for adventure. My guide's calm instructions eased my nerves as I pushed off into the gentle waves. The moment I floated, I felt free, part of the sea, not just a visitor. Each paddle stroke was smooth and easy, quickly becoming a soothing rhythm. The world grew quiet, with only the sound of water and my own paddling. Looking back, Loreto shrank behind me. Ahead, open water and distant islands called. I felt like an explorer, discovering paradise for the first time. The sun warmed my shoulders, a breeze cooled my face, and the water below was so clear I could see the seabed. Floating between sky and sea, I was truly present. No past, no future, just now. The freedom was exhilarating. I could paddle anywhere or simply drift. This was what I'd come for: silence, solitude, and connection with the vast ocean. My journey had truly begun, and happiness filled me with every stroke. The kayak felt like an extension of myself, gliding effortlessly. I was surrounded by nature's beauty, suspended in a world of blue. The adventure was real, and I was living it. The Sea of Cortez was mine to explore. As I paddled further, the sea revealed its secrets. Suddenly, a pod of dolphins appeared, their sleek bodies arcing gracefully through the water. I stopped paddling, mesmerized as they leapt and played nearby, curious about me. A few swam close, their eyes meeting mine, a silent, magical connection. For a moment, I felt like a welcome guest in their world. Later, near a rocky outcrop, a sea turtle surfaced, moving with ancient, peaceful grace. Witnessing these wild creatures in their home was humbling and unforgettable. These encounters were the heart of my adventure, filling me with wonder and respect for nature. Seeing dolphins and turtles free in the wild is far more powerful than any aquarium. The Sea of Cortez is a true sanctuary, where humans and wildlife meet as equals. I was reminded of our duty to protect these places and the creatures that call them home. These moments of connection are why we explore. The wildness of the sea had welcomed me. My journey led me to the islands I'd seen from shore, their rugged beauty even more striking up close. I paddled into a hidden cove on Isla Danzante, where turquoise water met a deserted white sand beach. Alone, I pulled my kayak ashore and stepped into perfect silence, The only sounds were gentle waves and a distant seabird. I wandered the beach, collecting shells and marveling at resilient plants clinging to rocky cliffs. Here, away from all distractions, I found clarity and calm. The island was a place to rest, reflect, and reconnect with myself. Sometimes, the greatest luxury is simple, uninterrupted silence in nature. Each cove and beach had its own character, some wild, some serene. Paddling from one to another, I felt like a true explorer, discovering untouched places. These islands were the soul of the Sea of Cortez, sanctuaries for both wildlife and the human spirit. They offered healing, inspiration, and a reminder of what truly matters. Exploring these shores was like stepping back in time. The sense of discovery was pure and thrilling. Here, I found the escape I'd been searching for. As afternoon faded, the sky transformed into a masterpiece. From my kayak, I watched as blue softened into orange, pink, and purple. The sea mirrored the sky, turning into a shimmering canvas of color. The sunset over the Sea of Cortez was a spectacular performance, fiery reds and deep oranges painting the clouds. Mountains became dark silhouettes against the vibrant sky. I floated in silence, captivated by nature's artistry. The moment was pure awe, a perfect end to the day. Sunsets marked time for reflection and gratitude. As the sun dipped below the horizon, twilight brought peace and calm. This sunset, from my kayak, was among the most beautiful I'd ever seen. It was a reminder of the everyday beauty our planet offers. The day ended with a gift of color and wonder. As darkness fell, the sky filled with stars, more than I'd ever seen. The Milky Way stretched overhead, a luminous river across the heavens. I paddled slowly, the water now reflecting the stars, making it feel like I was gliding through a galaxy. With each stroke, the sea glowed green with bioluminescence, a magical light show from tiny living organisms. The water sparkled and swirled, revealing a secret world beneath the surface. Floating in the darkness, surrounded by stars above and glowing sea below, I felt deeply connected to the universe. The silence was profound, broken only by my paddle and a distant night bird. I felt safe, at peace, and part of something much bigger than myself. This night paddle was a quiet, contemplative adventure. The beauty of the Sea of Cortez wasn't just for the daytime, the night had its own magic. Lying back in my kayak, gazing at endless stars, I knew I'd remember this forever. Sometimes, the most amazing adventures happen when the world is quiet and still. The night revealed a different kind of wonder. I was grateful for every moment. This journey was more than a holiday, it awakened my spirit of adventure. We all have a natural curiosity, but routine can make us forget. Adventures push us out of comfort zones and open our eyes to new worlds. You don't need to be a great explorer. Adventure can be as simple as trying something new or spending a day in nature. The important thing is to say yes to new experiences. Kayaking here taught me that adventure is about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Nature connects us to the planet, calms our minds, and reminds us what's truly valuable. These experiences inspire respect for the environment and a desire to protect wild places. Seek out these places and let them teach you peace and resilience. Find your own adventure. It doesn't have to be far or expensive. Let curiosity guide you. These moments will enrich your life. The world is a beautiful book, waiting for you to turn its pages. Adventure is for everyone. Just begin. My time in Loreto was a beautiful chapter, but not the end of my story. This journey is for all of us. I want to share it with you. By sharing my adventures, I hope to inspire your own dreams. Come along on this journey of discovery. There are so many more places to see. Your support lets me keep exploring and bringing these stories to you. Together, we become a community of explorers, celebrating the world's beauty and diversity. Let's inspire each other to live more adventurous lives and care for our planet. Thank you for being here and sharing in my passion. There are more seas to paddle, mountains to climb, and sunsets to watch. The next adventure is just around the corner. Let's see where it takes us. The adventure continues and the best is yet to come.